This video is going to help you to win more games because we're going straight into the mind of an Apex Master.
How did you find a way to run?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to help you guys out, giving tips, tricks, kind of what goes on in our minds while we're playing ranked to get you guys better at the game. And we are going to start that by talking about landing. And honestly, I get asked this question a lot: how to make your drops more efficient, how to win more early fights. So we're going to cover that first, and then after that I have a really crazy gameplay that I'll talk through our decision making process, and we actually clutched that up down a man in a pred lobby. So guys, I posted timestamp right here if you guys want to just skip right over to the gameplay. But yeah, guys, let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the drop because getting a good start to the game is super critical in ranked. You want to have a great landing spot, and you don't want to 50-50 with another team, because then it comes down to RNG. It comes down to what team, gets the best armors, gets the best weapons. And we actually landed at the same exact landing location every single game in our ranked games from Diamond all the way to Master. So I'm going to show you guys our landing strategy, and you guys can implement that into any map you're playing on, but you can also utilize that if you're ever playing Kings Canyon in pubs or in ranked. So first we'll go over kind of the spots that are pretty hot off the drop. These are places where you're going to see at least 1 to 2, maybe even more teams, and these places are kind of ones that you want to stay away from when you're landing from the drop ship. So we have an example ship right here. Gauntlet is usually always going to have teams landing hot. Salvage, usually teams are going to be landing hot here as well. Water treatment, sometimes you got some teams that are pretty hot landing in this area of the map. Repulsor, Hydro Dam, going to be pretty busy, pretty contested. Labs is going to be pretty contested. Capacitor, pretty contested. And then Containment is going to be pretty full. And then usually Slum Lakes and or Runoff are pretty risky in my eyes. Now, honestly, these other landing spots, airbase usually is pretty good. Artillery is pretty good to have kind of a 1v1 fight, your team versus their team. But what we found is that landing actually in the very middle of the map was actually super beneficial to us. The reason why bunker was so good for us, though, is that it's so central on the map, and there are always going to be beacons around. So usually there's either a beacon at this house, there's a beacon at the top of the house of this house. A lot of times there's a beacon across the way at this bunker. And when you utilize one of these 3 beacons, it allows your team to be able to rotate out to whichever direction. What we would do is we would rotate after we looted here. We would rotate through the caves, loot up market. A lot of times market has a beacon that we can scan here and utilize there. And then at the positioning at market, we're also able to third party any teams from salvage, any other areas in this direction. Or a lot of the times there's beacons, say, down at this 82 building, and we'll rotate, loot here, and then continue down along this way, take height here at 82, and then scan that next beacon and know where to go from there. And also we're able to fight against those teams that are rotating from water treatment and rotating from repulsor or Crypto's Dome. That's just an example if the ring is going to rotate on this right side of the map. So the main point that I'm making with this is that we wanted to play beacon to beacon. We wanted to be that squad that knew exactly where the next and final ring location was going to be. And so we always had a beacon that we could scan around bunker, and we would utilize that beacon to rotate to the next closest beacon and then be able to hold there, pick fights from there, and then rotate off into the next great location and hold up with that position. I know that it's not the most aggressive play style, but when you get into these PC lobbies, there's pro players in your lobby. A lot of times you need to use positioning to your advantage, and you need all the advantages that you can to win your fights. Now, obviously, there are going to be other times when the final game's ring is going to end on the left side of the map. Again, what you need to do, you just need to see with your first beacon that you scan where that next ring is going to be. Say it's ending up this way. A lot of times there is a beacon at containment or even up on this 82. So what you can do is you can rotate from this positioning. You can be able to third party those containment teams, those Slum Lake teams, and you can take positioning with where that next beacon is, hold there, and then have knowledge of the next ring. Now, if we were contested, a lot of times the teams would just all land inside a bunker, and this was beneficial to us because we had the entire side of the river to loot. While that team's trapped inside a bunker, they are cut off from us, and we have all of this area to be able to loot and then to be able to push that team. Now, if that team does have a caustic, you just have to be careful. You don't want to stick around here too long because teams might be coming in from containment. But just so you know, if some team does decide to go bunker, you do kind of have the advantage because you're going to have far more loot than them. Take note of our landing positioning when we are contested. If we were contested, we would have Wraith go at these top buildings, Gibraltar at the bottom building. Take note that we're in this triangle formation. That way, all three players can help each other out and have each other's angles. Also, if a team would decide to land maybe this side of the map, this way, we would have bunker to our advantage. So we would have all the loot from bunker. We'd have loot still from the top of the hill, and we would cut off their loot supply. We have more loot here. They only have maybe 3 buildings, and we have all of our buildings plus bunker, and then we'll be able to push together and have more loot than that team and hopefully win that early game fight. So guys, every game is going to be different. These are just tips that really worked for us. Don't land in those super contested hot zones. Find a place that you like to land. We liked bunker a lot because it always had a beacon that we could scan and then rotate from there. And that kind of determines our direction in the game and determines which teams and which fights we're going to third party and then where we're going to hold up and set up for mid to late game. All right, so let's get into the game. This one turns out to be a crazy one. We have Shadow Rise as Gibraltar. Cleanse goes Recon Legend. He goes Bloodhound, and I go Wraith so that I can be aggressive and be offensive and then also reposition in case of a third party.
I missed so many master shots on that Wraith.
Yeah, Harden gets to the line so much, dude. Like, literally every touch on Harden's a foul.
Doesn't matter, baby. Still won.
So guys, take note, we land at the exact same location every single time. Bloodhound's landing spot is just going to depend on where the beacon is. We want to scan that beacon and rotate from there. Now, if there's a team that's contesting us, we will land differently, but this is how we land every single game.
Oh boy, because our side of the map's gonna be really busy.
Yep. Might be a team contesting.
That team that immediately landed with us.
So we're dropping in. Cleanse notices that the beacon is actually located at the top of this hill. So that is where Cleanse is going to land. He's going to loot there and then scan that beacon. I'm going to land at these buildings, and then Gibraltar is going to land right here. You need to look around and see if anybody's contesting you. If somebody is contesting you, then we land different. I land here. One person lands here and one person lands here. We're a little bit closer, and then we'll cut off any other team that is landing there. And also keep in mind that with our landing, we still have that triangle formation. That way we can provide each other cover fire in case someone does decide to land here with us.
Ended up going market. There's 2 teams above us. I don't think they're coming with. Like, look top left.
Yeah.
I think we're all going far. I'm hitting top of the hill.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Yep.
Hitting hill. Look above us. Crafting. Going past us. Look, 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 look. It's green. It's 1.
So here we notice someone flying in from one of the balloons, and they're landing over this way. We only see one, so we're going to get aggressive towards that. Make sure you're moving together as a unit because we don't know what's over here. We're going to all move together as one.
Yep, got you.
They just won. I don't see anyone else. We should go on that.
There's people right here.
Yeah.
This is time for us.
There's a perfect opportunity for us to third party and get some early kill points. Early kill points are huge to ranking up in this game in ranked.
Look.
Path's cracked. Path's cracked. So big scan from Cleanse the Bloodhound. We see Path is going away. Path just dipped. There's one by himself. So we noticed Lifeline
to the
by
right.
herself on the right.
Yeah.
We have a 3v1 situation. Lifeline right here is behind this rock. I'm going to end up taking this position over this way because I know that I have teammates on my left that have the line of sight this way. So what we do, we have numbers here. So since we have numbers, we can get aggressive for this kill. I'm pushing this Lifeline. We end up getting the knock there. So flush. Nice. So if you see, there is a zip line. So it looks like Pathfinder zipped into the tunnel to kind of get closer to his teammates. Path went over here somewhere.
We should go here.
Yeah. No, he went up here. He's up here.
I hit him for 40.
I had a little wasted movement there going down towards the left because that was the last place that the path was seen. But Gibby's going to lead the way. Gibby is good to sometimes lead the way because he can throw the bubble forward to help with the push forward. He can also use that arm shield to tank some damage.
364 twice.
So I see people end up pushing up on Shadow Rise. I need to provide some more assistance to him. He's pretty low with his health, so I need to be aggressive here and give him time to heal up.
There's two.
Shots.
I can't stay back behind this rock because I got to get in front of this Gibraltar. I got to give him 4 seconds to hit this battery.
Taking it back.
That's knocked. One up.
Enemy down.
So I end up taking the white armor in case the one last remaining teammate's here. It's better than that cracked armor.
Thirsted him.
Take the blue armor, and we noticed that somebody is back this way fighting. They're back in this area back here, so we definitely don't want to be here. We don't want to
Another
stick
team,
here too
Here, just
long.
heal. Get ready for the next fight.
I grab my purple because I can take a battery.
Need to recharge.
We gotta go back to our building.
And then Cleanse is providing some cover fire. I hop up to see if I can provide some cover fire as well, but we decide to head out.
Go back,
Back it up. Team.
Go here.
Now here, as soon as Shadow Rise is getting shot, I'm looking down. I notice that I only have 97% on my ultimate ability, unfortunately. I literally looked down and was like, we need to port out of here immediately.
Here,
And he doesn't have his bubble, so he's kind of screwed.
Double.
I don't...
I don't have it.
Dude, can you make a port for us?
So this is where Wraith is pretty clutch. She's able to reposition the whole team, but Cleanse actually doesn't even take the portal here, but it does get me out of this sticky situation. Almost 99 seconds. Hold on.
I have to run my ass then.
Let's go.
Placing a portal.
Of course, there's another team, bro. Come on.
So here, I know that there is a team over this way. They do have line of sight at me. So what I want to do is I wanted to phase here. That way I'm not going to take any damage from this team from my left, and I'm not going to take any damage from the team on my right. And with this door, I want to go and I want to place this portal right in front of the door. That way, if anyone tries to take my portal, then they're going to have another barrier in front of them. The door is going to be in the way. And also, if somebody runs up on the door, then the portal is also going to be blocking the way as well. So go up here, place the portal right before the door,
They're gonna aim.
and I get high ground. We're trying to take high ground. High ground usually wins in fights, so we want to take high ground.
Draw.
How about that?
Make sure you're always letting your teammates know where you're watching. I let Cleanse know here that I have the stairs. I'm going to be also watching this door behind me as well. I got stairs.
Okay.
If you're holding a position, let your teammates know where you're holding, where you're watching. They're fighting each other. So I'm going to try to get a pick out here while these guys are out here fighting. See if I can get some more knocks.
For now.
Cracked one. I need a barrel really bad.
I'm getting hit up. Catching myself.
Hey, I don't have a barrel and there's no aim assist through windows. That wasn't too bad.
Another box up right there. Bang smoke. Be careful, Grizz.
I got one. So there's one knocked. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to see if anyone's outside without any cover. One dead. And honestly, my Bloodhound has a huge scan here. I noticed that this Bloodhound literally has no cover. She's out in the open, so we're going to take advantage of this, and we're going to put shots on her. Bang's one. Bang's literally one on the left, dude. Bangalore's down now, so it's a 2v1.
I got her.
It looks like the other squad backed up. They didn't want to get involved in that fight.
In the water?
Over here, over here.
Here.
I'll take a bat.
Recharging my shield.
That one's all by himself on the right.
Nice finish.
So Wraith portals the Bangalore back into that building so we can get aggressive here because we know that the other team backed off as well.
You got banner.
In here, in here, in here.
Contact with
Make sure you're utilizing grenades. Throw grenades in those windows if they're camping inside.
frag out. Frag out.
So a lot of times here, I see people stand in front of the door and they just directly kick it down. What you want to do with your second kick is you want to kick the door at a diagonal angle here. So what that does is that allows me to utilize the left side of this cover. As soon as I kick the door down, I'm going to be a harder target because I'm going to be on the left side of the door. And I'm not going to just be an easy sitting target right in front.
That was one down.
I also know that Cleanse is with me. He's also at full health, which means I can be pretty aggressive on this last player on the squad.
Hit for 2. Go other side. Go other side. Nice.
That was the last one.
One thing I also want you guys to know is you need to loot as quick as possible on ranked. So make sure you have like a grocery list in mind, what exactly you need. If you need a barrel, you need an extended mag, you need batteries and cells, grab that loot as fast as you can and get out.
Nice work.
Popping a kit, and then we gotta get his. Can you get his banner? Oh, it expired.
So we know there's teams inside caves and towards market. If you look up, we see that we have this kind of rotation we can make here if we want to play edge of zone. Playing edge of zone is the safest way that you can kind of play when you're a man down. Is kind of keeping around the edge of the circle and just playing it safe. It's going to be the path with the least amount of resistance. So we're continuing to rotate around the edge of zone. If you see up in the top, we're out in the edge. We're playing the edge here. They're going to probably be moving towards
Might be
this.
something good this way.
Squad.
Somebody res close.
Enemy spotted.
Pretty close. You got scanned. Here we get scanned. We're out in the open. We do not want to take this fight. This is probably a 3v2. And again, we don't have good positioning. We're out in the open. We do not want to take this fight, and we'll probably get third partied. There are 11 squads still. There's 10 other squads other than us. So we want to kind of play that edge of zone, that passive game right now, and be safe. Back up. Back up.
Shot at.
We also got our early kill points, which is pretty big. We got max kill points, so we don't necessarily have to be super aggressive at this point.
I am. I'm going.
Recharging my shields.
Where do we go from here? That was the question. There's another squad back here.
Get over there.
All right, trying to run them into each other.
How we make it?
Oh.
There's a so here we're thinking we kind of want to go to Hydro Dam. This is a really good place to hold, honestly. It's really hard to push this bunker and Hydro Dam, so that's what we're thinking. We're thinking somehow we need to make it around towards Hydro Dam around this way. I hear people behind us.
Stop. It's one. Let's go for that.
It's two?
Come on, run. Fuck that.
So it's two. We got to get out. We don't want to take this fight. There's still 11 squads. We got to get out. We don't want to get third partied if it's multiple. It's probably a squad of 3 as well.
Sorry. This scan only showed 1 at first.
They're aping this.
That's fine.
So I can hear the Octane behind me moving fast.
Go this way.
He's hitting that stem.
We'll go up.
They have
through
an
the cut.
Octane. Octane's on my ass. I'm running. So Cleanse and me, we make a really good call here. The Octane is stemming away from his team. He's going to be able to reach us first, and we move up to this choke point where we can isolate this fight into a 2v1. We can kind of tilt the numbers in our favor here, and we're going to ambush this Octane as soon as he comes around the corner. This was perfect.
Yeah, he's gonna let him Octane out. He'll get alone eventually.
So I let Cleanse know up here, we should take this fight right here at this choke.
He wants to.
He's
chase
right
us
here.
that
He's
far.
right here.
Turn around.
Nice team shots, and now immediately it's a 2v2. It's a fair fight at this point, but I noticed that Cleanse is taking some damage here. I know that I need to stay aggressive because Cleanse is going to need to back off, and Cleanse is going to need to take a battery. So I need to be aggressive for at least 4 seconds here.
Popping it back.
Cracked one. Wraith sets a portal for the down teammate. I'm trying to get the thirst before he can go through the portal. They set portal for him. I gotta take a battery here. Cleanse is pushing a bat. I'm taking a bat.
Yo, one's almost down. Got him.
And Cleanse goes crazy there, baby. You're better, dude. Fucking Octane. We got scanned. We got scanned. We got scanned. So we got scanned. We can't loot these boxes. We gotta just get out.
I know. Yikes!
So I know they're coming through this choke point. I have nades. I need to nade this choke point and then try to slow this team down as much as I can. Bloodhound popped that ultimate.
I'm running.
So one thing you should also utilize is if you need to heal, try to utilize hills to give you momentum so you can keep your momentum as you're trying to heal going down here.
Recharge my shields.
Yeah.
Run past him, see if you can. I'm about to.
Oh no. So I take lots of damage here, and I end up setting a portal. But what I end up doing with this portal is that instead of facing it straight ahead, I actually turn it around right here. That way that if they take the portal, the team's going to be facing the opposite direction from where I am running. And then I also immediately pop my Q after the portal. That way I can gain speed and try to get the furthest distance away from this team that I can. And I also utilize the slope while I'm healing, just to keep my momentum going. I don't have big heals. I got to go slow.
Take the med. There's someone in front of us.
So Cleanse sees that there's a solo right in front of us, but I have to let him know I gotta heal. I can't push that. I'm one shot. I gotta heal.
Keep walking.
So we see the solo still in front of us. We want to get aggressive. We kind of want to get that loot.
Come with me at the same time.
He's watching.
I dropped immediately.
All right, we're getting shot from behind from another team, so the only thing we can do here, we just got to keep moving forward at this point. We got to push towards that solo player, see if we can take him down real quick. I'm getting shot from behind. I'm getting shot from behind as well.
Push up them.
So that Wraith kind of got away, but that's okay. We're safe. We're good.
I guess we just got to go inside bunker.
So this is the location that I was talking about. This is a good place. Even when you have your full 3-man squad, you can take that place and you can take some good shots towards Cage from there. It's really, really difficult to push this position. So that's where we wanted to go and try to hold up, because we could probably fight off some 3-man squads in that bunker. But ends up turning out to be a team in there as Cleanse scans.
In there.
So we got to reposition again. We're playing edge of zone. What we're going to do, we're going to keep playing edge of zone. That's the safest place to be, and we're going to keep rotating to find a good spot in zone. Oh, full team.
Yo, come this way. I have another solution.
Let's go this way.
Ring's not too
I
far.
was kind of like someone's probably in there.
So the solo's up here. Yeah, hit him for 38. Now I take some damage here, so I'm a little low. I'm almost cracked, but at this point it's a solo, and I need to be with Cleanse to push up. I don't need to take time to heal.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm coming.
Heal up.
Less than 30 seconds.
These are my last two cells. So the solo ends up getting away,
Take
but
the cells
that's okay. We'll just reassess the situation here. So we played edge of zone safely. We're safe. We're just trying to find a position
Are they fighting?
that we can get to, potentially third party. But at this point, again, we don't really want to take a 3v2 fight. And we got our kill points. We're just trying to find a safe place in the zone. So we push down here. We see somebody down here.
You left.
Scan. So we noticed they have a caustic in there, and it's 3-man. We do not want to push a caustic in a house. That's just asking for bad news right there. So what we need to do here is we end up taking the zip, going around this way, and then rotating in towards this house that is inside this zone here. That's just kind of the path of least resistance at this point.
Yeah, they have an Octane, a Caustic, and a Loba. We need to go left, or try to. There's cells here.
Got him. Let's roll.
Let's go this way.
Loba, man. That's interesting.
Scanning forward.
Marking our surroundings.
10 seconds to the ring. It's close at least.
There's one squad up there.
Something good this
Kind of leave me in the dust with your speed. All right, I'm here.
I want to go house. No one's in house. We gotta go house. We gotta go house now.
I'm coming. So Bloodhound scans the house. We need to get to that house immediately. Oh, they're pushing you. They're pushing you. They're pushing you.
Ring's coming in.
They're pushing to that house. I'm trying to get over to help so that they don't get into that house.
I can get up still.
So I see I'm out in the open. I need to get around here and get inside this building. Cleanse does a great job here. I go into phase and Cleanse opens the door for me, lets me know that the door is open, and that's just a smart play on his part. Just a good teammate. Yeah, I'm here.
Doors open. Doors open.
Thank you. Welcome home, baby. Get height, maybe? So I'm trying to get height here. Octane's up top.
Be something good this way.
Yeah.
Hit him for 64.
Just be careful peeking. I don't. I have 6 cells and 1 bat left.
Ring countdown.
It's.
So again, we just kind of keep poking with this team next door, and they don't actually push us. If they had the Caustic ultimate, I mean, we're down a man. They could definitely ultimate us with the Caustic gas, but they decide not to push. So what we decide to end up doing is I end up taking a portal out back towards the zip line and taking the zip line so that I'm close to the next ring, and I'll have height, and I'll also be able to shoot down on this team that's trying to rotate out.
We literally have to go to the bottom here.
Punching a tunnel.
recharging my shields.
10
We're gonna
seconds.
take this zip up.
We're gonna have to.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Port's up.
Portal's ready.
All right, so I'm up top. I need to give Cleanse cover fire at this point.
Recharging my shields.
I'm watching the squad here.
Loba's cracked.
Reloading.
I have to go up.
I
Where you
fell.
at?
I'm up. So when we kind of see the situation, we see a guy up here. There's also people fighting out back this way as well. So the best place to go is honestly right around in this corner and kind of play it from there. See what happens.
Okay.
There's somebody right in front of me fighting. There's people to my left over here. Up here to my left. So note to self, when the last 2 squads are left in the game, the best thing to do is to be that third party, and that's the easiest way to win the game. So when you see there's deaths in the kill feed, when there's 2 squads left, you need to get aggressive, and you need to try to win that game.
Here.
Just chill.
Yeah, I'm chill.
So right now we're chilling until we see some. I got scanned from up top left because we have low ground. We can't really. They're fighting up top left.
Scanning.
It's like 4 up there. Past 1. So if you see, there's knocks from both sides here, and we need to get aggressive on this because there's only 2 squads left, and we need to get aggressive and end this game right now.
I'm getting the one on the right side.
Yeah, get that hill. Keep that hill. The hill is the high ground. We want to get this hill as soon as we can because it's going to be very beneficial for us, for that team, and that kind of that alleyway crevice. Now here what I need to do is I need to go around and help Cleanse. I try to climb up here and I end up not really being much help for this fight, but Cleanse takes it pretty well.
I downed the hostile.
Reloading.
They're in a bubble back here. All right, reload, get cover.
I'm taking shots.
There's 3 up on the last team.
You got nades?
It's a 3v2. I ask if he has any nades because this is a perfect spot to throw nades. And Cleanse is able to loot this bin and able to throw some nades out. And notice I have perfect line of sight. I can shoulder peek this where I'm not going to get hit from the left. And I can utilize this cover on my right to kind of take some shots this way.
Yeah.
72, Gib. So we got 2 of them cracked.
Welcome.
Push up with the Mastiff. Right here, instead of keeping the same angle where I'm on this side of the truck, I decide to take another angle. I'm really low, but I still want to put pressure on the team. I know they're very low as well, so I decide to peek from a different angle, and they don't expect me to go on top of the truck. Hey, let's go. That's a GG's, baby.
Let's go, baby! I literally had no nades.
go.
I opened up the fucking first box, throw in an arc start. I'll make it work.
Easy, let's go, baby.
Alright guys, so make sure you're utilizing the tips from this video for your landings. Make sure you're landing kind of in that triangle formation. Scan the beacons with the Recon Legend. Use those beacons to help determine where you're going to go, where you're going to position, where you're going to third party fights. If you're down a man, play on the outer ring. It's the road less traveled. You're going to be a lot safer that way, and try to third party fights, and make sure that if the last two squads are fighting and you see knocks, get in there, clean up, win the game. And you know what? You guys are going to get better. We're all going to get better together. Thank you for being here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one. I'm Grizzy, and I'm out.